Assalamu alaikum students, I hope everybody is doing well. So in previous videos we have revised the translation as well as question answers, and today we are going to do exercise of unit number 1, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, an embodiment of justice. So let's just begin with that. On page number 5 we have this vocabulary portion. Part A we have give the meaning of each word as used in the lesson, which means that we have to write down the contextual meaning the way they have used in the context. First word we have model. English meaning would be example and Urdu meaning would be namuna ya misal. Piety, English meanings pious act and Urdu meanings taqwa ya parhezgari. Number 3 we have eternal, forever or daimi ya abdi. Earned, to gain, Urdu meaning kamaya. Sermon, address, Urdu meaning khutbah. Revenge, to avenge. Intikam, commandment, to order ya hukme rabbi. Upheld, to lift up, in Urdu sambhalna. Destitute, lacking resources, in Urdu muflis. Proclaimed, announced officially, Urdu meaning खुल्लम खुल्ला ऐलान किया. Transcends, exceed, Urdu meaning would be ubur karna. Part B we have choose the appropriate synonym of the following words, which means that we have to write down or choose the meaning of the given word. Equitable, options are fair, just, equal, and the synonym of this word equitable is fair. Second we have ancestor. Options are antecedent, forefather, predecessor, and the answer is forefather. Number 3 we have foe. Options are relative, enemy, friend. Correct answer is B, enemy. Number 4 we have firm. Options are expensive, powerful, persistent, and the right answer is C, persistent. Last MCQ we have glorious. We have to find out the synonym, and the options are lustrous, splendid, fabulous. Right answer is splendid. Number C we have give a meaning of the following phrasal verbs and use these phrasal verbs in sentences. Number 1 we have guilty of. का मुजरिम belong to, ताल्लुक होना, exchange for, से बुलंद, in accordance with, के मुताबिक. Dear students, you are going to use these phrasal verbs in your sentences, and that is going to be your homework. Now we have reading comprehension, analysis of pattern of text organization. Choose the correct option. These MCQs are from the text that we have read before. Number 1 we have in paragraph 1 dash details of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam characters are given. Options are general, specific, chronological, and the right answer is B, specific. Number 2 we have the key idea of paragraph 2 is that dash. Options are Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a great orator. Orator means speaker. Number 2, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a just head of the state. Number C, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was just and fair even before his prophethood. And the right answer is C, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was just and fair even before his prophethood. Number 3 we have examples given in paragraphs 3 and 4 show that dash. Options are Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a just head of the state. Number B, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a simple man. Number C, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was fair in his dealing. And the right answer is A, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a just head of the state. Here the meaning of the just is munsif ya insaf pasand. Number 4 we have paragraph 5 shows that dash. Options are Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a just head of the state. Number B, the justice of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a source of peace and security for non-Muslims. Number C, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was just and fair even before his prophethood. And the right answer is B. The justice of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a source of peace and security for non-Muslims. Number 5 we have, to whom did the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam give the following advice? When two men come to you for judgment, never decide in favor of one without hearing the arguments of the other. It is then most likely that you will know the truth. Options are Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu, Hazrat Ali Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu, Hazrat Umar Farooq Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu, and the right answer is B, Hazrat Ali Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Now we are going to move towards the grammar portion. Here we have concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Concrete nouns are those nouns that have physical existence. In easy words, you may say that anything that would occupy space would be called as a concrete noun. For instance, pencil, razor, board, wall, table, chair, all these things are called as a concrete noun. Now we have an abstract noun. So abstract noun is a noun denoting an idea, quality or state rather than a concrete object. For example, truth, danger, happiness, bravery. In easy words, you may say that the things that we can feel only, we cannot touch them. We have exercise, identify whether each underlined word is a concrete or an abstract noun. Sentence number 1 we have, she puts in much effort into her studies as she wants to score good marks. The underlined words are effort and studies. These are the examples of abstract noun. Number 2 we have, they recommended him for his justice and truthfulness. Justice is an abstract noun. Truthfulness is abstract noun as well. Number 3 we have, keep the balls in the basket. Balls and basket are underlined words and they occupy space as well. So these are the examples of concrete noun. Number 4 we have, the dishonest trader is losing the trust of his customers. Trader is a person who occupies space. That is an example of concrete noun. Trust is an abstract noun. Customers, concrete noun as well. Number 5, he did not take good care of his pet. Care is an abstract noun. Pet is a concrete noun. Now we have part B of grammar portion. Choose whether each sentence needs an indefinite article a definite article, the, or no article. Let's discuss about the indefinite article first. We have two indefinite articles, a and an, and they are used with singulars. A we use with the consonant words and an we use with the vowel words. And indefinite articles are used with countable noun. Now we have definite article. The definite article can be used with both singular and plural noun, but it must only be used when you are describing a specific person. Here we have exercise. Number 1 we have, he asked me dash very hard question. So here we are going to use indefinite article. He asked me a very hard question. Number 2, dash question that he asked me was easy. Here they are discussing about the specific question, so we'll be using definite article. The question that he asked me was easy. Number 3 we have you seen dash my scarf? So here we are not going to use any article. Have you seen my scarf? That would remain same. Number 4 we have, could you please pass me dash salt? Salt is a specific thing, so we'll be using the. Can you please pass me the salt? Number 5, is there dash good restaurant around here? They have not written about the specific restaurant, so we'll be using indefinite article. Is there a good restaurant around here? Number 6, Dash restaurant that my friend owns is very good. The restaurant that my friend owns is very good. Number 7, I have several dash good friends. So friends is a plural, so we are not going to use any of the article here. I have several good friends. Number 8, dash UAE is a beautiful country. The UAE is a beautiful country. Number 9, I'll see you in a week. Because here we are talking about only a week. Number 10, I am on dash vacation until Monday. So we are not going to use any of the article here. I am on vacation until Monday. Now we have noun phrase. Let's discuss about the noun first. Name of any person, place or thing is called as a noun. And phrase, what is the meaning of this phrase? In phrase we can give additional information that can be added or excluded. So what is noun phrase? A noun phrase is a group of words that does the work of a noun. For example, as a young trader, he earned the good reputation of being an honest, fair and just businessman. In this sentence we have two noun phrases, as if we know this thing that we use noun in subject as well as in object. A young trader is a noun phrase, and we have an honest, fair and just businessman as a noun phrase. So the question is, here they have used adjective because young is an adjective, but we have read this thing that adjective modifies noun or pronoun. So in noun phrase we can use adjective because it's modifying noun. Now we have this part C. Underline the noun phrases in the following sentences. Now we have to identify noun phrase in the sentence. Number 1, we have this is an old-fashioned hat. An old-fashioned hat is a noun phrase. Number 2, we have we discovered Fahad's plan. Fahad's plan is a noun phrase. Number 3, we have a rolling stone gathers no mass. A rolling stone is an example of noun phrase. Number 4, we have the recent flood caused heavy damage. In this sentence we have two noun phrases, the recent flood and heavy damage. Number 5, we have an oral presentation can be interesting. So an oral presentation is example of noun phrase. Then we have past indefinite and past continuous tenses. Past indefinite deals with the unclear time. Past means the time that has been gone. Past continuous means the action that was in process or in progress in the past. We have this exercise. Fill in the each blank with past indefinite or past continuous tense of the verb in brackets, which means that we have to use either past indefinite or past continuous. Number 1, we have we dash you do is in bracket. When I dash call is in bracket you last night. So here we are going to use past continuous and there we are going to use past indefinite. What were you doing when I called you last night? Number 2, we have I dash sit is in bracket in the cafe when you dash me. I was sitting in the cafe when you called me. Number 3, when you dash arrive is in bracket at the bus stand, who dash be there. When you arrived at the bus stand, who was there. Here we have used second form of be, that is was. Number 4, we have Shamsa dash watch is in bracket a film when she dash here is in bracket the noise. Shamsa was watching a film when she heard the noise. Number 5, we dash play is in bracket tennis when Javed dash hurt is in bracket his ankle. We were playing tennis when Javed hurt